So I said today's class will be a Python environment. So when we talk about environment, what do we mean by environment? Amos, what do you understand by environment? Python environment. Hello, Amos.
Yes,
Can you
you mean
show
Python environment or environment itself?
just Python environment? Like, what do you understand by the word Python environment?
Maybe like a platform where maybe Python is built.
Good. It's just like a platform where Python is built. Good. I love that response from you. So we have different platform where we can build Python, where we can build Python. So I'm going to show you some of the tools, like some of the platform. We have Google Colab. We have PyCharm. PyCharm is mainly used to build just Python. It's not used for data analysis, but it's used for just Python coding. So, and we also have uh, VS Code. So, VS Code is also a platform where you can also code Python. And VS Code, you have to install the compiler. You have to install the compiler, and these compilers help you. It will help you to code. And when you are installing this compiler, you have to install their packages, unlike Google Colab. Google Colab is a Google platform that is being built to code Python, and it also has a Jupyter notebook. So I will show you Jupyter notebook, and I will also show you Python code. So first of all, let's look at the definition of Python. Let's say definition of Python. Let's see the definition of Python. So let me search for definition of Python. So I'm searching now. So I will share my screen to that. Now, so I have searched it. So I believe you can see my screen now. Can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen? Amos. Okay, good. Now, Python environment. Python is a high-level language interpreter that is generally used for programming. It was created by Gimdo Vas Rossum and first released in 1991. So this is a Python environment. It's an high-level language. Why do we say it's an high-level language? Because it uses a normal natural language like your English language. It is simple to understand. It is simple to understand. Python is being built to understand our natural language. So, Assumpta, can you hear me? Assumpta, if you're in class, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, now we let me share my screen to Google Colab. Now we are using Google Colab. I just want to show you different environments of Python, and also we are going to use Google Colab throughout this training. So now I'm trying to load Google Colab. So I'm trying to load my Google Colab. So let me share my screen to my Google Colab now. This is Google Colab. This is Google Colab, and Google Colab is is built by Google, and also how can you get Google Colab? You have to search through your browser. Okay, let me take you back to how you can get to Google Colabs. I'm sorry for that. Let me share my screen to that. Now let's see how we can get to Google Colab. Okay, let me search. Um, using this now. First of all, we have to go to Google. We have to search for what Google Colab. Now let me search for Google Colab. Google Colab. Now this is Google Colab. Now this first uh, response is Google Colab. So we have to click it. Now when we click it, it will take us to this this place. It will ask us to open a collab or a new notebook. So for first timer, you have to open a new notebook. I will explain what is notebook. What do you understand by notebook, and also some of the things you have to know. So don't be confused about the word notebook. So now for first timer, you have to open new notebook. But to me, let me open Google open Colab. I want to open Colab because I have an existing work. So let me share my screen to the existing work. Now this is the screen it will take me to after I have opened a Colab. After I open a Colab, so I have to click on my existing work. So this is my existing work. So Quad 5 Intro to Python. This is what I have created so far. Now, once you open a new notebook, you have to save, create your name and all. So it will take you to this environment. This is Google Colab. Now, before I come to this place, I will explain everything about this environment, but I want to show you some other tools, some other necessary tools you need to know. So let's see PyCharm and its environment. So let me share my screen to PyCharm. Now, PyCharm is an environment. IDE environment, which is used to code Python alone, is not used for data analysis. So it's used for code Python alone. So this is PyCharm, and this is the environment. You can download PyCharm on your system. It's an application. It runs offline, unlike Google Colab that run online. Google Colab run online while PyCharm run offline. And PyCharm code is used to code just Python, while a Colab is used to code Python and also used for data analysis because of its notebook. So its notebook is also called Jupyter Notebook. So Google has a Jupyter Notebook that allow you to work with text and code, and the text and code it help you to organize your data. So a minute, please. I'll get back to you guys. So I'm back now. So when we talk about Jupyter Notebook, Jupyter Notebook allow you to work with text and code, and that code you can comment and give recommendation with your text. also. So this is a Python environment of PyCharm. PyCharm. And when you want to search for it, you search for PyCharm, and their icon is Pixie. PC. So this is PyCharm, and you can code just like this. So let me run this. If you run it, and you will see that its console will show you this, and this is the code I have run so far. So this is PyCharm. So let me take you to VS Code. Now, VS Code is a software. That VS Code is a software. You have to download its uh, let's say plugins, or I'm coming. So let me share my screen to VS Code. Okay. Now this is VS Code. VS Code is a compiler that can allow you to use different programming language, but you have to download what? You have to download, uh, let me show you. You have to download their extensions. You can code anything. You can code Java, you can code Python, C++, any programming language, but you have to download their compilers. You have to download their compiler. It's just a software like a universal software where you can download any compiler and start coding on any programming language. But since we are working as a data analyst, you have to download Python. Python, you come to the extension, you have to download the Python, you come to the extension, and you download Jupyter Notebook, you download Jupyter, you download Python. Then it will give you this environment. I have already installed it like this. Let me tell you, VS Code is an IDE, integrated development environment. So it's an IDE. It runs offline. It runs offline. So since I am a data analyst, I work with Python and Jupyter Notebook. So that's why my environment looks like this in VS Code. So now, Jupyter Notebook, I told you it has code and text. Now, in VS Code, you have markdown, and you have code. Unlike Google Colab that has text and code. So this is how Jupyter Notebook looks like, and it's similar to Google Colab. It is similar to Google Colab. It is similar to Google Colab, and this is how it look like. So forget about all these data I've been analyzing. Forget about, don't be confused. But when you get to that time, you will be able to analyze data like this. Okay. So let me take you to Google Colab, which is our main focus. Which is what our main focus. So can you hear me? Azonta, can you guys hear me? Do you understand what I explained before I continue?
Yes, I understand. But sir, you still carry us through installing these apps, right?
Okay, I did not hear you very well.
I'm asking if you still carry us through installing it, like you're just explaining for now.
I'm just explaining it, but I don't know if I can give you the link where you can download it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now do you want to download it? Hello, do you
Oh,
want to
sir,
download it?
Of course. Yes, yes, sir.
But I will share you the link to download. But we are
Okay.
working with Google Colab. I will tell you the reason why we are working with Google Colab.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay.
let me share the link for you to download. Okay. Please, the link, hello, Azomta, the link comprises of different software. Please make sure you pick only what I explained to you, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, let me share it on our group chat. A minute. So, this is Python environment, Google Colab environment, and we are just starting. So, we get to know it better, okay? So, Azonta, please kindly visit the link on the chat, okay? On our chat, okay? I've sent it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I don't really okay. Let's see the link, okay? Let me show you the link, okay? So that you will not be confused. So let me just show you the link. So I'm trying to log in on my system. Please stay patient with me so that I can log in the link for you to see. Okay. Now the link is processing. Let me share my screen to that. Okay. Let me share my screen to down. So now this is the link. Can you see it? Can you see my screen? Azonta or Daniel, can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay. Once you click on the link on my phone or in your group chat, you see the PyCharm, the IDE PyCharm. You will download it. You see the VS Code. You can download it, and so the Google Colab is online. So you don't need Google Colab just for you to search online. So this is PyCharm and this is VS Code. So just as I said, in the in the VS Code, you go to extension. You go to extension, you download Jupyter Notebook, then you download uh, Python. Okay, you have to download Jupyter Notebook and Python. Then it will look like the Jupyter environment. So this is it, and this is it. So all these other softwares are for Arrow programming language, and also don't be confused about that. So let's go back to our class for today. Okay. Now, this is a Google Colab. Now, the main reason we are using Google Colab is more efficient and can work online. It normally save you all your data on your Google Drive. And why we are using Google Colab? Because you can access your um data anywhere you are, as far there is network. As far as there is network, you can access your data. You can analyze your data anywhere because it works online and it's saved on your Google Drive. So maybe you are traveling and you did not go with your device. You did not go with your device, and when you get to the location you were traveling to, and you saw someone that has a laptop or any device, you can just borrow the laptop of the person's uh, or the person or yeah, you can borrow the laptop from the person and then analyze your data by uh, using your mobile network, and also you can analyze your data. So I believe you understood why we are using Google Colab. Hello, I believe you understood why we are using Google Colab. Hello, Azomta. Okay, let's go on. Now, just like every other software, we have the file, edit, view, insert, and runtime. So the file is like where you it's a collection where you save as, you download and all in Google Colab. Look at it. You can locate it from your drive. You open a new notebook from your drive. You open you open a notebook, you upload a notebook, you can rename, move to trash, you save to your drive, and you can connect to GitHub and all. So you can save, then you can download. So during your project, this is the file you will download for us and submit. You will download for us and submit. So the one with IPYNB is what you will download for us to submit. So now this is the content, table content. This is where you can have different content, and also this is a folder for your drive. You can connect your drive. So as times goes on, you see how you can connect your drive and you can work with data. So when the time comes, you will see everything. Now, hello, Azomta, are you still here? Because I have not heard from you.
Yeah, I'm still here.
So you understand what I have explained so far?
Yes.
I
Okay,
missed the other parts, but I'll watch it later.
okay. I think your mic is having issues.
I don't know what to do about it.
Okay, no problem. Now, so we are on the storage. So now Google Colab make it easier for us in the sense that it provides storage for us. When you open a new notebook, you have to connect your notebook. You have to connect your notebook. It will ask you to connect notebook. Then Google will allocate space for you. Because, for example, you are working with a large code or large amount of data using your IDE, and you have a low storage capacity of your system, I think that system will be very slow. But since we are using a virtual environment, online environment, where Google has already created a virtual space for us, and you can run millions of code without any complaint that your data or your system is very slow. Even if your system has low storage, as far that Google has already located storage for you, your data will not be slow. Your data will not be slow. So this is the storage allocated. So it has already connected. When you join the Google Colab, you have to click connected. Okay, now so this is text, just like a um, Visual Studio. When I told you that it has markdown and code. Now look at Google Colab. Google Colab has text and code, and text and code, text and code. Google Colab has text and code, text and code. So now, now we are working with text now. Let's say text. This is the text, introduction to Python. Python. Now we are also going to write uh, introduction to environment. Introduction to, let's say, introduction to Python environment. This is the main reason why I told you that it is more important for you to work with Google Colab, and it will help you to create comments, anything like statements, or if you want to explain your code. As a programmer, you will always explain code. Now, before we start coding, I believe you understand the environment of Python. Hello, I believe you understand the environment of Python. So I want to give you I want to give you a chance for you to ask question now before we can go further to Python mainly. Okay, since you said you understand, okay, uh, okay, let's move. Now we want to go to Python. We are in Python now. I don't need any explanation on any environment again. Now we are going to straight to Python tutorial and Python course now. So now in Python we have a word called keyword. Keyword. So now let me explain keyword to you in Python. Keyword are reserved word in Python and cannot be used as an identifier. Keywords are reserved word in Python and cannot be used by identifier. For example, assumpta, you have uh, jewelries and you reserve it for yours, for you alone. No one can have access to your jewelries. Still the same way Python has uh, their keyword, which no one can have access to. So we are going to see the keyword. So when we are coding Python, we cannot use that word because it is being reserved for Python. So let me use the text to explain keyword. So let me explain keyword. So I will draw my text. I will draw my text. Now I'll write so keyword. So keyword are the reserved words. The reserved word are the reserved word in Python. In what? In Python, and can't be what? Used. Can't be used an as an identifier. Identifier. So now, so it cannot be used as what? As an identifier. Now let's see the so now see the keyword. We want to see the keyword. Now this is where I'm using now. I'm using the code. Now I'll click here and a tab will come up and you see the play button. and this play button is used to run your code. The play button is used to what? Run your code. So I'm going to what? Write the keyword. Let's see all the keyword. Now, for example, we want to know all the keyword that is being reserved for Python. So let's see. We are going to say print what? Print what? Uh, key keyword keyword dot kw lists and bracket close. Now, this is uh, how we can know the keyword in Python. So this is how we can know the keyword in Python. So let's see it. Now, what is this? Keyword, okay, is not defined now. Now, keyword is not defined. Why? Because we have to import what? Keyword. Now, there's a word called import. We have to import it because we are just bringing it. Maybe, okay, maybe for example, okay, you have a jewelry. Now, you need something to keep it. You have to import your bag. You have to bring your bag where you can drop what? Your jewelries. Still the same way we are bringing the keyword. Keyword uh, is in a place in Python that is where it is being kept. So we have to bring out keyword by importing it. Now let's see how we can import. Now we click a new code tab. We import. So let me move it up so that you cannot be confused. Now we are going to say import keyword. Now keyword, we have imported keyword now. So let me run it. Now you see that when I run it, when I press the play button and you see the sign of good is showing. So now I can run this and it will give us the keyword. Now look at it. This is all the keyword. We have the false, non, true, and act. And this is all the keyword which I cannot use when I am coding Python. Which I cannot use when I'm coding Python. So if you have any question to ask, you can ask so that I can continue. Do you have any question? Okay, ask. Favor.
Yeah, good evening, sir. So I
Okay,
wanted to ask a
okay.
bit late. So when you mean keywords, do you mean that we cannot like use them to assign something?
Yes, we cannot use
That's
it.
what I wanted to ask.
It is
Okay, okay.
special to
Thank you.
Python. It is special.
Okay,
Okay, it is
okay.
special.
Thank you so much.
So, is there any other question?
No, not at all. That's all for now. I will still check back for the videos.
So, Azamta, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, Amos, you are okay with it? Amos,
Yes, sir.
do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So, uh, let's move to the next. Now, let's check how many keywords do we have. Let us check how many keywords do we have. So for us to check, the keyword that we have, for us to check, we have to use a code. We have to use a code, a simple code that can give us the length of a keyword. Now, when we say length, This is this is the reason why we say Python is high level language. Now, did you see when we print, when we use a language called print, and print is like a putting. You see keyword. Keyword is just like a normal language word, like your English language word. When you see key and you see word, the key to the word. So now see the same way length. Length in Python is Len. Len means length. Now let's check the length of a keyword. Now I will copy this. Let me copy this. Let me copy this. So I will copy this. I will open a new code. I will write Len, length. Now, okay, now let's see something. Let's see if we can see Len here. Okay, we did not see anything like Len. Okay, nothing like Len. So now let's check the length. Length is what? 35. When we count all these um, keyword, it will give us 35. So the length is what? 35. This is the length of the keyword. They are 35. They are 35. Now, let us move to the next topic, which is what? Identifier. So I will not let me ask question. What do you understand by identifier? It's not just a normal language. So Azonta, what do you understand by identifier? What do you understand by identifier? Azonta?
So I'm not sure, but
It's
identifier.
not it's just a normal English word now. Identifier.
Okay,
Identify.
something used to place um like something you used to, like if I say identifier, it's still the same thing. Something you used to place to know something, to know
Okay,
that this is what you are doing. So it's
good,
either a name or a number
good,
or
good, good. I love the way you put it. You see why Python is high level language. Even the word identifier can also relate to our English word. Still the same way, identifier is used to identify anything. Like you used to identify a name, you used to identify just as you explained. Okay, so this is why Python is simple. It is not like just your normal English. Now we have variables. So we have identifier, we have variables. So now an identifier is a name given to an entity. So let me write it so that we understand it. Now I'm using my text now. So now we are going to talk about identifier. So um identifier identifier is a name given to entity entities like class, function. So let me separate it with comma. So function, functions, variables, variables and etc. Let's say etc. etc. It's okay. Let's say it's help. Let me see. Okay, it helps to what? Differentiate what? It will help to differentiate different. It helps to differentiate one one what entity to another. Let's say one entity to another or from another. So I have tried to give you a definition that will help you or also guide you when you are trying to understand it on your own spare time. So this is the definition of entity identifier. So now this is the definition of identifier. We have just explained what is that identifier. So an identifier is a name given to entity like class, function, variable, etc. It helps to differentiate one entity from another. So this is a simple definition of identifier. Now, identifier and variable, they are similar. They have rules that govern them. They have rules. They have rules. When we talk about rules, what do you understand by the word rules? Can anyone explain for me? What do you understand by the word rules? Someone should explain to me the word rules. When we talk about rules, what do you understand by rules? Amos, Amos, can you tell us what do you understand by rules? Okay, good. You said guideline. Good. I love that. Just like guideline. So now identifier and variable, they has guideline. You cannot name, you cannot what? Name anything without following the guideline. So you have to work with what? The guidelines of identifier and variable. They are similar. They are similar. They have similar rules, guidelines that govern them. So I will show you some of the guidelines that govern them, and we can also see the examples of that guideline. Now, let me explain one of the guideline for you. Now, when we talk about identifier, you cannot start an identifier with a digit. You cannot start an identifier what? With a digit. We cannot start it with a digit. We are going to see the example. Still the same way, we cannot declare a variable with a digit. They are similar. So their two are similar. um they are similar rules. Now we cannot start an identifier with a digit. So let me write it. Let me write it out. And I'm coming. Okay. Uh, no, we are supposed to use text. Now we cannot what? We cannot start with what? We cannot start with a digit. Okay. This is rules. Let's say rules rules for identifier, and okay, rules for identifier, okay, slash variables. Now, one, we cannot start what? With a digit now. So we have gotten one, and so let's move on. Now we cannot start with a digit. Let's see an example. Okay, let's see an example. Now, for example, we want to declare a variable. We want to declare a variable. When I use a digit, var arrow is equal to 10, it will give me an error. You see, invalid decimal literal because of the 1. We cannot start it with a digit. We cannot start it with a digit. But if I remove the 1 and I put it here, it will print out. Let's see our result. So I can output the results like this. var. I can output the result like this. It will give us the result. I can also do it like this. This is the simplicity of Google Colab. The simplicity of Google Colab, you can run it directly using the variable name. You can just click on the variable name and it will give you the result. So this is how you can output your result. I can add a digit at the back of the variable name. Look at it, it will still give me the same output. It will still give me the same output. So this is all for today. I've tried to put you guys to the basics of identifier and variable. We are going to continue from the next rules. We are going to continue from the next rules. So I would like to hear from you. So how was today class? And I hope today class was okay by you. Hello, Azomta. How was today's class? So, do you understand what I have explained so far? Or do you understand what I have explained? Okay, you can ask your question, Amos.
Sir, please, I would love for you to explain this a part that you have a print, then open bracket, the variable 1.
Okay,
Yes, that is the last part.
okay, the last part.
Yes.
Okay, now, okay, for example, this variable 1. Remember, I said that an identifier cannot start with a number. When I run it, it will give me an error, right? Do you understand this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, but I can put 1 at the end of the variable name. It will give me, it's a correct way for writing a variable. Now, it will run. Then I have to change my printout. I have to see the output 1. If I run it like this, it will not give me the result because this variable name has been changed. So I have to include the 1 here. Then it will give me the results. I believe you understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, yes. Still the same way. I told you that the simplicity of Google Colab, you can call the variable name without using the print, without using this print. You can call it like this and it will still output your results. Do you understand?
Now,
Yes, yes, sir.
So,
now what does the
Assumpta,
one now signify?
I
What does the one signify?
oh, you see, I don't know if you were here. I explained it to uh, Amos. Now
No,
look
I
at
know that the number cannot be in front, but in this case, like where you put it at the back, what does it signify? That's what I want
it.
to
It,
understand.
it just a variable name. It just a variable. It's my own variable name. I decided to use var1. You can decide to use anything, but the rules still remain. You cannot start it with one. You cannot start it with a digit, but you can use digits at the end. Okay? I'm just
Okay,
using it as an example to show you guys.
okay, sir. Okay, I understand.
You understand now?
Yes, I do.
So, can we call it a day? Hello, can we call it a day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good night and have a nice day till Wednesday. We will continue from this class. Good
Okay, good
night.
night, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Question. You could talk and come outside for your phone. You could just say, you don't text me, I reply.
The class is over. You all can log out now.